Beneath the vast oceans of our planet lies a completely different world, one we are just beginning to understand. From mysterious bioluminescent phenomena illuminating the deep, dark waters, to eerie remains of ancient creatures found in modern caches, the ocean is a true treasure trove for explorers. Stories of rare finds give us a glimpse into the amazing and often strange diversity of the underwater world. You are on the TopFacts BLACK channel, and today you will see 20 of the most astonishing discoveries from the depths of the world's oceans that will amaze you. Before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And of course, let's dive in. In early July 2019, a group of experienced Mexican fishermen brought to the surface a creature reminiscent of a horror movie character, the fang-toothed triggerfish. This fish, with its sinister alien appearance, immediately brought to mind folklore stories of blood-sucking vampires. These fish are known for their extraordinarily powerful teeth. However, the fang-toothed triggerfish stands out not only for the size of its teeth, but also for their bright, vivid reddish color. This coloration, reminiscent of blood, creates a disturbing impression, as if the fish had just participated in a savage feast, staining its teeth with the life force of its prey. The contrast between the bright blood-red teeth and the rest of the body only enhances its menacing appearance. Fang-toothed triggerfish are found not only in the waters off the coast of Mexico. These fish have been recorded in a wide range of regions, from the temperate shores of South Africa to the tropical waters of the Red Sea. They have even been caught in the northern coastal areas of southern Japan. Surprisingly, these fish have also been seen in the rich ecosystems of the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. The distribution of the fang-toothed triggerfish across such diverse regions, from the Atlantic to the Pacific, illustrates not only their adaptability, but also their intriguing role in marine ecosystems. In early July 2019, Houston resident Chase McRae went fishing in the northwestern part of Harris County, unaware that this day would bring him widespread attention. While fishing, Chase felt a strong tug on the line, and as he reeled in his catch, he was stunned to find that he had caught a fish entangled in a snake. The snake was tightly coiled around its aquatic prey. This was truly a rare sight. Chase captured this unusual encounter on camera, and the video quickly went viral. Although many would have left this scene of predation alone, Chase decided to intervene. Using a knife, he carefully freed the fish from the snake's grip, leaving only a few marks on the predator. Both the fish and the snake were released back into the wild. This likely gave the fish a second chance at life. In December 2021, off the coast of Faial Island in the Azores, Portugal, the carcass of a giant sunfish was discovered. Local authorities promptly sent specialists to inspect and retrieve this specimen for further study. When the sunfish was brought ashore, it set a new record as the heaviest bony fish ever recorded. It weighed an impressive 2,700 kilograms and had a body length exceeding 3.5 meters. This specimen broke the previous record for the heaviest sunfish by a significant 500 kilograms. Sunfish are known for their distinctive round shape, resembling the moon, and they earned their name due to their habit of basking in the sun after diving to great depths. They are the heaviest bony fish and usually inhabit the warm waters of all oceans at depths of up to 844 meters. Although most sunfish grow up to 2 meters in length and weigh less than a ton, giants like this one demonstrate their true size potential. The world's oceans, with their vast and unexplored depths, hold countless mysteries, and the idea of sea monsters continues to captivate the imagination. One intriguing story involves an experienced sailor named Evan, who was sailing from the North Sea to West Africa. As their ship approached the white cliffs of Dover, the sea was shrouded in darkness, but the silhouette of the cliffs remained visible. Evan, wanting to enjoy the view, stepped out onto the deck and met another crew member, Peter. Peter shared a frightening story that had occurred several years earlier. During a fishing trip in the same waters, a sudden storm erupted, tossing his boat on huge waves. Amid the chaos, an unknown creature emerged from the depths. Peter couldn't make out its appearance, but he clearly remembered its piercing eyes. After this encounter, Peter lost consciousness and later found himself on shore, not understanding how he survived. Although this story may seem like a fabrication, if it is true, it could mean that the so-called monster somehow saved Peter's life. However, there is a grain of truth in this story. Dolphins, known for their remarkable intelligence and social behavior, have repeatedly saved people from drowning, and this is well documented. They usually guide swimmers to shore or protect them from potential threats like sharks. In conditions of confusion and darkness, especially in stormy seas, the appearance of dolphins could easily be mistaken for something else. The splashes of water, flickering fins, and the sensation of being pushed or guided could lead to the false belief that a sea monster is involved. Such misidentifications are not uncommon in the history of maritime folklore. Sailors and fishermen, often dealing with limited visibility and the unpredictability of the sea, have historically reported encounters with mysterious creatures. Perhaps something similar happened to Peter. St. Elmo's fire appears as a faint bluish glow that appears at the tips of pointed objects, such as ship masts, during storms or turbulent weather. Despite its mysterious appearance, St. Elmo's fire is harmless and has been observed by sailors throughout history. It is often mistaken for lightning, but it is an entirely different phenomenon. The phenomenon is named after St. Elmo, the patron saint of sailors, who, according to legend, witnessed similar flashes during a storm before his death. According to the legend, St. Elmo promised to protect sailors, and his appearance became associated with the lights seen during storms. Sailors came to perceive these lights as a sign of hope amidst the chaos of a storm. From a scientific standpoint, St. Elmo's fire is the result of a process related to ionization. During thunderstorms or blizzards, a large amount of ionized particles accumulates in the atmosphere. When neutral air molecules collide with these ions, the tension increases. When the electric field strength becomes high enough, the air breaks down, creating small electrical discharges. On ships, the wet wooden masts act as conductors for these discharges, leading to the visible phenomenon. Deep-sea fish often possess an unusual and alarming appearance that can frighten even the most experienced fishermen. This became evident in an incident that occurred in the Krabi province, Thailand. During one of his regular fishing trips, a local named Prayer Sul encountered a fish so strange and deformed that it deeply shocked him. The creature was so frightening that Prayer left it on the shore and hurried home to tell his family about his terrifying experience. Alarmed by his story, Prayer's relatives calmed him down, and he decided to return to the shore to retrieve the fish. By the time he returned, the fish had unfortunately died. Upon examining it, Prayer found that the fish was 42 centimeters in length and weighed nearly 3 kilograms. Its appearance was indeed terrifying. It had a small, stout body, a head eerily resembling a human's, and a large, wide mouth, which only added to its sinister look. The villagers, struck by the fish's frightening appearance, interpreted it as an omen of misfortune, attributing its appearance to an evil spirit that brought trouble to their community. However, biologists were able to provide a more rational explanation. The fish in question turned out to be a stargazer. This species is known for its unusual appearance and behavior. Stargazers are adapted to life in both shallow and deep waters. Their large heads help them bury themselves in the sand while they wait for prey. Although these fish may seem frightening due to their distinctive features, they are a natural part of the marine ecosystem. In 2007, a research team led by renowned marine biologist Dr. Steve O'Shea found themselves at the epicenter of a once-in-a-lifetime event. While conducting routine fishing operations, the team accidentally captured an unprecedented specimen, a giant squid, a species known for its elusiveness and impressive size. This giant, measuring 33 feet in length and weighing approximately 1,100 pounds, became the largest squid ever caught alive. The giant squid, an inhabitant of the deep waters of the Southern Ocean, rarely appears at the surface due to its deep-sea habitat and formidable predators like sperm whales. Dr. O'Shea, who had dedicated his career to studying squids, expressed deep admiration for this specimen. This event provided invaluable data, enriching scientific knowledge about the biology and behavior of giant squids. This catch sparked significant interest among the general public, highlighting the mysteries of the deep ocean and the amazing, often unseen life thriving beneath the surface. This historic discovery not only underscored the exceptional nature of the giant squid, but also served as a catalyst for further research and increased interest in the world of ocean depths. When it comes to goldfish, most people imagine small, bright aquarium dwellers rarely exceeding 30 centimeters in length. However, these familiar fish can grow to astonishing sizes. One fisherman learned this firsthand. Professional angler Andy Hackett found himself in the spotlight after catching an enormous goldfish at a fishery in Champagne, France. This goldfish, affectionately named Carrot, weighed an impressive 30.5 kilograms. For comparison, that's about the same as a medium-sized dog. Carrot's striking orange hue and enormous size were the result of a hybridization between a leather carp and a koi carp. According to Jason Carler, the manager of the fishery, Carrot is about 20 years old and was released into the pond as a small fish. Although Andy knew that Carrot was swimming somewhere in the pond, he could hardly believe his luck when he caught this giant fish. Catching Carrot was no easy task. It took Andy 25 minutes to bring the massive fish to shore. After some memorable photos were taken, Andy released Carrot back into the water. Carrot now holds the record as the largest goldfish ever caught, surpassing the previous record holder from Minnesota, who weighed 17 kilograms and was caught in 2019. During a routine fishing trip, Debbie encountered something truly extraordinary. Hoping for a good catch, she reeled in a pair of conjoined fish, a rare and remarkable find indeed. As she brought them to shore, she immediately realized she had witnessed a marvel of nature. The sight of these conjoined fish fused into a single unique form left her in awe and sparked genuine interest. Sharing her discovery with other anglers, Debbie found that they too were fascinated by this unusual sight. Despite their odd shape, the conjoined fish seemed to be thriving in their aquatic environment. Instead of returning them to the wild, Debbie decided to keep the conjoined fish in her sea museum, where others could study and admire them. Watching her new inhabitants gracefully move around the aquarium, she was once again reminded of the complexity and beauty of the underwater world, which continues to reveal its amazing secrets. A recently retired U.S. Navy sailor shared a disturbing experience that happened to him while serving in the Marshall Islands. While sailing in this region, he and his crew encountered a mysterious phenomenon. As their ship entered territorial waters, they were disturbed by strange sounds resembling cries and moans. Initially, the crew assumed these sounds might have come from birds or marine mammals, but none were seen nearby. Some sailors even speculated about the possibility of a collective hallucination, but it remained unclear how everyone on board could hear the same sounds. Confused, several people suggested inviting residents from nearby settlements on board to confirm whether the sounds were real or just a mirage. However, this idea was deemed impractical. The mystery was later explained by a natural phenomenon known as the siren call, or voice of the sea. This phenomenon occurs when infrasound vibrations of a certain frequency are generated in the water. These low-frequency sounds are usually inaudible to the human ear under normal conditions, but can become perceptible under certain circumstances, such as a storm or interaction with specific underwater topographies. These vibrations can travel vast distances, creating eerie and mysterious sounds that can easily be mistaken for whales or calls of mythical sea creatures. The siren call has long fascinated and puzzled sailors and ocean researchers, often described as eerie, otherworldly sounds that evoke a sense of ancient mystery. While the exact mechanisms by which these sounds arise remain the subject of scientific study, factors such as underwater seismic activity, tectonic plate shifts, and even the movement of large schools of fish are thought to contribute to these auditory illusions. Off the coast of Santa Catalina Island, California, a massive fish resembling a sea serpent was found washed ashore, requiring significant effort to transport it. It took 16 people to pull the fish onto the beach. This was a unique event for the local community, which was accustomed to finding various marine creatures after storms, but had never encountered anything of this scale. The fish was identified as an oarfish, a species known for its impressive size. The length of this specimen was an impressive 5 meters, sparking significant interest among locals and the media. Oarfish, which inhabit the Pacific, Indian, and Atlantic Oceans, are known for their size and rarity. These fish typically live at depths of 500 to 700 meters and are the longest of all known bony fish. While the average length of an oarfish is about 3 meters, the largest recorded specimen reached an astonishing 11 meters and weighed 272 kilograms. Annie McCall, the founder of the non-profit organization Mountain and Sea Adventures, noted that this was the first time in her 20 years on the island that she had encountered an oarfish. Such rare encounters highlight the amazing and mysterious nature of this species. During a recent fishing trip, Jeff Edward, an avid angler, encountered a rare and unusual lobster. Among the usual catch, Jeff's attention was drawn to a lobster unlike any he had ever seen before. This remarkable creature had an astonishingly rare coloration. Its shell was split exactly in half, with one side bright red and the other deep, mysterious black. The symmetry of the lobster's vivid hues was so precise that it seemed as if the image had been digitally altered. However, Jeff's luck in finding such a rare lobster was not the only instance of its kind. Another fisherman, Jacob Noahs, also made a rare find while exploring the waters off the coast of Maine. Jacob caught a lobster with a mesmerizing mix of blue and green shades. This vibrant coloration added a captivating element to the lobster's appearance underwater. The intrigue surrounding Jacob's find was heightened by an unexpected discovery. The lobster turned out to be a hermaphrodite, possessing both male and female reproductive organs. Scientific research conducted by experts from a prestigious research institute in Portland revealed that the unusual coloration was caused by a genetic anomaly. This rare phenomenon, reminiscent of genetic mutations found in mythical creatures, occurs in approximately 1 in 50 million lobsters. Such rare genetic anomalies are extremely rare in the marine world, highlighting the exceptional nature of these remarkable lobsters. These discoveries not only underscore the incredible diversity of marine life, but also point to the ongoing mysteries yet to be uncovered beneath the ocean's surface. On a typical day in South Carolina, two fishermen set out for a routine catch, hoping to land some mahi-mahi. However, what they encountered was far from ordinary. Their nets brought to the surface dozens of bricks of raw cocaine. Each brick weighed approximately 1 kilogram and had enormous value on the black market. Realizing their responsibility and fearing potential consequences, the fishermen decided to do the right thing. They steered their boat to the nearest Coast Guard station, reported the found drugs, and handed over the illegal cargo. In doing so, they not only avoided a dangerous adventure, but also confirmed their commitment to the law, demonstrating the strength of ethical decisions in the face of temptation. In 2018, Raymond Mulroy, a resident of Northern Ireland, made a remarkable discovery in Loch Ness. While checking his fishing nets, Raymond initially thought he had snagged a large stick. However, upon closer inspection, he found that he had pulled up a deer skull with antlers. Instead of discarding this unusual find, Raymond brought the skull home and contacted the Ulster Museum. The museum staff was thrilled with the find and began the process of identifying the skull. Their research revealed that it belonged to Megaloceros giganteus, a species of giant deer that lived in parts of Eurasia and Africa approximately 15,000 years ago. This species is now extinct, and its impressive antlers, which could span 4 meters, were its distinguishing feature. The enormous antlers made life in dense forests impractical for these animals, so they thrived in open landscapes. This was truly a proud moment for Raymond. However, the same cannot be said for the next case. Beneath the vast expanses of our majestic oceans lie not only the wonders of nature, but also the troubling consequences of human activity manifesting as plastic islands. The most famous of these is the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, the largest synthetic island, spanning an area twice the size of Texas. This massive accumulation of waste is primarily composed of plastic, reflecting the ecological chaos caused by human negligence. As the sun sets over the Pacific Ocean, casting long shadows on these plastic islands, it tells a troubling story of neglect and waste. Such colossal accumulations of waste are formed as a result of the complex interaction of ocean currents. These currents gather and trap vast amounts of plastic debris beneath the ocean's surface, creating extensive fields of waste. Within this web of debris, insidious microplastics can be found. These tiny particles are too small to be seen with the naked eye, but they pose a serious threat to marine life. From the smallest fragments to large plastic shards, these pollutants infiltrate the marine ecosystem, contaminating the food chain and raising significant concerns about potential health threats to both marine creatures and humans. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch is an example of a global problem. Similar areas can be found in other marine regions around the world. This widespread pollution shows that there is an urgent need for coordinated efforts on a global scale to address and mitigate this environmental crisis. The fight against plastic pollution is not just about cleaning the ocean, but also about preventing further harm. In the depths of the world's oceans, tiny, glowing creatures put on a mesmerizing light show. These luminescent beings, often unnoticed, play a crucial role in producing approximately 80% of the visible light beneath the waves. Despite their small size, their contribution to the ocean's luminous phenomena is immense. As the sun dips below the horizon, the darkness of the ocean is illuminated by these bright performers. Bioluminescent fish, inhabitants of the twilight zone, emit a soft glow thanks to special organs located along their bodies. This bioluminescence serves as a survival mechanism. By emitting light, bioluminescent fish create a natural camouflage that hides them from predators lurking below, blending them into the shifting shadows of the ocean's depths. Then there's the anglerfish, known for its unusual bioluminescent lure that dangles above its mouth like a fishing rod. This glowing appendage is not just a curious feature, but a strategic tool used to attract unsuspecting prey. The light from the lure captivates potential victims, turning the anglerfish from an ordinary hunter into a master of deception. Bioluminescence manifests across vast ocean expanses, where sections of water covering thousands of square miles can be shrouded in an otherworldly light. Scientists speculate that this surreal illumination may be caused by bioluminescent bacteria. Regardless, ocean bioluminescence reflects the exceptional and often hidden beauty thriving beneath the waves. In the mysterious depths of the ocean, a hidden world of creatures with extraordinary transparency floats with graceful elegance. Imagine diving into this captivating realm where each being, from transparent cuttlefish to ethereal jellyfish and delicate sea butterflies, presents a mystery waiting to be unraveled. These semi-transparent denizens of the deep offer us a glimpse into the most hidden adaptations of nature, each one a masterpiece of evolutionary design. Consider the glass squid, known for its astounding transparency. Its body is cloaked in an almost invisible armor that provides unparalleled camouflage in the dark ocean depths. This transparency serves as a masterful concealment, allowing the squid to seamlessly blend into its surroundings. By merging with the darkness, it can evade detection by both predators and prey, moving through its environment with an almost ghostly grace. This adaptation not only helps it avoid predators, but also enhances its ability to surprise its prey. Equally fascinating are sea butterflies, tiny marine snails adorned with transparent shells and bodies. Their transparency serves not only as camouflage, it also plays a crucial role in regulating buoyancy. The fragile, almost ephemeral appearance of these creatures helps them maintain precise positioning in the water column. Despite their miniature size, often no larger than a grain of rice, sea butterflies play a key role in marine ecosystems, participating in nutrient cycling and serving as a food source for various marine animals. The transparent beauty of these ocean dwellers reflects the incredible diversity of life beneath the waves. Each semi-transparent creature has evolved to acquire unique adaptations that allow it to thrive in the vast and dark expanses of the ocean. While fishing on the Atlantic coast near Cape Agulhas, Don Marks made an unusual and unsettling discovery. Catching a 3-kilogram red snapper, Don was initially pleased with his catch, but soon his attention was drawn to something strange inside the fish's mouth. When he removed the hook, he found an ugly parasite where the fish's tongue should have been. Don, who had been fishing since childhood, had never seen anything like it. Curious and alarmed, he took a photo of this strange creature and sent it to his friend, biologist Nico Smith. Nico explained that this bizarre creature was a parasitic isopod, a type of crustacean known for its unusual feeding habits. These parasites attach themselves to the tongues of fish, feeding on their blood and flesh. Over time, they actually consume the fish's tongue and replace it with their own body. Astonishingly, these isopods are the only known parasites that can completely replace an organ in their host. The isopod, firmly rooted in the fish's mouth, functions similarly to a tongue, helping the fish hold prey against the palate. Removing the isopod would leave the fish without this vital organ, and due to the parasite's strong attachment to the mucous membranes in the fish's mouth, it is nearly impossible to extract. Throughout history, legends of mermaids have been widespread in various cultures. In the Indian Ocean, sailors and coastal inhabitants have long told stories of encounters with mermaids. These mythical creatures, often depicted as half human, half fish, were considered harbingers of both good fortune and misfortune. However, recently, a group of sailors off the northwestern coast of Australia reported seeing a figure resembling a mermaid. They described a creature with a human upper body and a fish-like tail that leaped out of the water before disappearing beneath the waves. Despite their attempts to capture this mysterious creature on camera, it vanished into the depths after only a few moments. This encounter reignited curiosity and speculation about the existence of mermaids, mythical beings that have fascinated and puzzled people for centuries. The entire incident sparked new debate over whether such creatures could truly exist, or if it was simply a case of mistaken perception or fabrication. While some argue that it was a misunderstanding, even the slightest possibility that the fishermen are telling the truth deserves at least some consideration. If you think this event is unusual, just wait. There's still much more to come. In an era when communication has become almost instantaneous, finding a message in a bottle might seem like a relic of the past. However, for one retired fisherman in France, a message in a bottle that had drifted for decades turned into an amazing story of chance and human connection. In August 2021, Hubert Aro, a 71-year-old fisherman, stumbled upon a weathered bottle while strolling along the beach in Les Sables d'Olonne, France. Inside was a note that had drifted across the Atlantic Ocean for nearly 25 years after it was sent by a young American student named Ben Lyons. The student from Sandwich, Massachusetts, had launched the bottle as part of a science project to study ocean currents. Along with his classmates, Ben wrote letters, sealed them in bottles, and set them adrift in the Atlantic. His note contained a request for whoever found the bottle to fill out a questionnaire and send it back to his school. The bottle's journey covered more than 3,300 miles, from the shores of Cape Cod to the coast of France. Upon finding the bottle, Aro took the time to fill out Ben's questionnaire and send it back to the United States. When Ben Lyons, now an adult, learned that one of his childhood bottles had been found, he was both stunned and delighted. The reunion of this simple experiment, which had become a profound connection across decades and continents, reflects the enduring magic of such nostalgic gestures and the unpredictable connections they can create. And so, friends, these were the 20 most amazing ocean discoveries. Thank you for watching these captivating stories. If you enjoy tales about sea creatures, just hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to learn more and not miss new collections.